And so, I'm going to ask this question because I feel like not everybody will go through cancer, but almost everybody has at least known someone or had a friend that's gone through cancer.
Everyone's affected by
And
it.
sometimes and I will say we because I've never gone through cancer, like doesn't know how to react,
Mhm.
right? And it's the same like what as a former, like what can people do in that moment? Like what no one knows the right thing. Like are we
Right.
supposed to ask how you're doing? We're supposed to ask whatever. Do you want food
Yeah.
brought to you? Like what is like
I
your
think
advice on that, I
I think
guess?
the biggest thing that I took out of it was just that not that unconditional love and support in a way where like when I was in the hospital my sisters they like transformed my room while I was like in the hospital into like the zen,
Oh,
so
okay,
I
yeah.
had a place to like go to where it was like nice and calming. They were always just like sit like doing little things, bringing like, fun like books or like something. It's not overpowering. Like
Yeah.
what probably bugs somebody that's going through something like that the most is when you're constant like, oh, how are you doing? How are you doing? Like I get it. Like you want to know. And
No.
that's the common question to ask. I think it's just to kind of like just be present
Be present.
and keep
So
reminding them that you're there, without being too
like
overbearing.
like how you doing? I feel like shit. Okay.
Yeah,
Like how
exactly.
about like we already know that it's a tough time. We don't
Yeah.
need to ask how you're doing. Maybe just do
Yeah,
things,
like what do
right?
you need? Send
Like
them send them a meal.
yeah.
Like when I had a hip replacement, I had a client that sent me this like this giant spread and I was like it's like so grateful for that because I don't want to cook. I don't want to like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it's the little things like that just to make them feel special. Even if it
Yeah.
was like a card
Yeah.
or writing them like a letter about, but like
Yeah.
I hate it could be just me and my personality, but I hate people like, like when I after like my hip replacement, it was like people, first of all, I hate people telling me what to do. But like when someone's like, oh, are you supposed to be doing that? It's like, first of all, that anyone that knows themselves better is their own selves. You know what
Yes.
I mean? So if I knew like if my body can handle something, I won't do it.
Yeah.
But it's just so
Especially someone that like you've gone through all this shit in your
right.
life and now you're judging me on whether or not like because I know what
Right.
you're talking about because you work out, right?
Yeah.
And so maybe on social media it looks like you're doing all these things, but you're probably really just doing your arms or doing
Yeah.
something that has nothing to do. Like again, this brings us back to the point of this episode. You never know what someone's
Someone's
going
going
through.
through.
Like give them a fucking
Yeah,
break.
don't tell them something. Don't tell them what to do when like you don't know
Yeah.
what they're going through. You're like you're not in that position, and unless you are in that position, then you could relate. Then you could talk about it. But like,
Yeah.
don't say, "Oh, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do it." It's like first of all, no.
No, like fuck
Like
you.
just don't tell me. First of all, don't tell me what to do.